Challenges will come, but when the challenges come, don't give up. Personally, I failed 15 times. You try this business, you fail. You try this partnership, you fail. So when you fail, it's a lesson. Don't give up.
Good evening, good people. I tell you, today is an exciting, another beautiful, we always say Furahi Day. And you know, when it's Friday, you know it's time for hashtag Ask Wachiuri. We are on Facebook Live. George Wachiuri at DJ Covenant, Optiven Limited. Hapa utatupata, and today we have another topic. This is a topic to listen to. But before then, I would love to introduce my able mentor, anaitwa Dr. but George Wachiuri. How are you?
I'm good, man.
I'm
good.
Yes. How was your week?
The week was fantastic. We thank God that the weather is good, the environment is good, and we thank God that the year has started so well. And we must thank many viewers that have been following us on Facebook, on YouTube, and I'm very humbled to see the kind of response that we are getting, even through phone. So these things that we do here, I thought we were just talking to ourselves, but we thank God.
Today, we are going to talk about business.
Yes, business.
Business.
How to start a business.
How to start a business in Kenya.
Yes, in Kenya.
And I know this is a topic that so many people would want to hear. They want to listen, because I realize in Kenya we have people have a lot of creativity.
Yes.
And they can now use their creativity to open businesses. But before then, what is business?
Let me say that when people talk about, I want to start my own business, they are looking at the way you can trade your services, you trade your products, and get a return out of that transactions. So when talk about business, it's a way of doing transactions by giving your services or your products, and of course, not for free. You get some returns.
Yes.
So you are transacting, you are doing business. Yes.
How do you now begin a business here in Kenya?
Let me first of all appreciate the Kenyan people, because about 7.3 million Kenyan people are actually doing business, either formally or informally, according to Kenya National Bureau of Statistics. That means out of 48 million, we have almost 80 million people doing business. Remember, people who do business, they support government. People who do business, they support communities because they provide jobs. People who do business, they also build up, not only Kenyan economy, but global economy. So when we talk about how our Kenyan people can start business, I think it's a very good topic, because when we went to school, we were taught that, George, go to school and get a white-collar job. And you find that most of us who have gone through 844 system, we know that by the time you are finishing university, you do your first degree, master degree, you don't think about starting business. You are just thinking on how you can go to Optiven and get that particular job, whereby you put a tie, and you're not thinking, how can I use that education to do business? And I remember when I was younger, I cleared class 8. I started farming, and farming is actually business. After farming, the crop was failing. I decided now to buy from the neighbors. I was buying onions from the neighbors and transporting these onions to the markets. So that's business. And there are many people out there who start small, and today we are going to unveil on how a simple person can be able to start these transactions and be able to be your own boss, be able to hire somebody else, and be able to pay taxes, and be able to support the community and also the government through business.
Is it difficult to start?
Starting business is not very difficult, because somebody told me that if you want to start business, there are opportunities out there. And those opportunities, they're not even out there, they are here with us. Look for things that you can do, and you can be able to trade on those things. You can be able to earn money out of those things. And businesses, opportunities are all over. They're in our churches. Opportunities are where you work. Opportunities are in your bedroom. Opportunities are in school, because I remember one time I was there in the University of Wakabete campus, and my parents could not raise fees to pay for my school. But when I looked at these students, I found that these guys have got money, they are smart, they are good. Me, I was a boy from the village. And I saw that if I get a camera, I can go take these people photos and I sell them. I was born again. So we go for missions, take photos when people are getting born again, and I reproduce those photos. Those were the days of the Kodak. And then you sell these photos 10 bob. I also discovered that I used to read a lot of magazines, parent magazine, Christian magazine, but after you buy and read, what happens? You keep them. I also decided to put my small house as a social library. So you come and borrow a magazine, you pay a shilling for a day. If you are late, I fine you 50 cents. This is business in campus. That means the opportunity was there. The third business was washing people's clothes because people did not want to wash their own clothes. So I washed the clothes, I ironed them, and then I charged that bill. It was business. So that means these opportunities for business transactions, they are wherever we are. So don't look for too far. Don't wait for the MBA for you to do business. You can do business whether you are in the villages, you're in the counties, you are in Nairobi, you can be able to do something. Yes.
Yes, let's go now to how to begin this business.
I think for our people, is for you to start this business, this big name, business, but it's not big name. You can be able to start with what you love. What do you love doing on your day-to-day basis? What do you love doing? I remember one time I really used to admire people who sell cars. And I said, wow, I think I can sell these cars on behalf. So I don't have my own cars, but I come to your showroom, I tell you, I can be able to find you customers. And I was selling because I loved it. I loved giving that service. That means a person out there, find out today, what do you love doing, even when you are not paid. That's what we give it a big name called passion. And once you do that, you can be able to monetize that what you love doing. Number two, for you to get these opportunities, it's important for you to turn new concepts, old concepts to new concepts.
How do you do that?
You look around, look at the banking sector.
Yes.
When we had big banks, I won't mention them names, big banks.
Yes.
You find that there are other banks that came. Let me give an example of Equity Bank. They came to a situation whereby people are giving banking services, but they repackaged this old concept of banking to new concept. And that's what they were able to get over 11 million customers in Kenya.
Yes.
That means you are out there, you don't need to overthink. You can look at the way things are done, repackage. Another good example is that I have a friend of mine who is a mechanic. When you hear of mechanic, you think of taking your car to the garage. But this guy bought a van and equipped this van with all the items that required to repair a car. So you call them that you have a problem.
Yes.
He comes with his vehicle to where you are, delivering the services to where you are. Can you imagine that kind of business? I'm told today the number of customers he has are so many. The old concept, you turn it to a new concept. That's business.
So that this means you need to, by the time you're creating the old to new, this means you've already started something that you love.
Exactly.
By the time you're coming now to renew this, it's something that already you have it.
Exactly, have it. And then number three, DJ Covenant and our viewers, is that there are those things that customers don't want to do. Do for them and charge them. In the university, people never used to like washing clothes. I said, wow, you don't like it? I can do it for a fee.
Especially men.
That's business. I also remember that in the same campus, I was shaving people. You shave people. I was a barber. People don't want to travel to go to a barber in town. So I was doing it in the university. Do things that people don't want to do.
Wow.
And because you are doing it, you charge for it.
Definitely. And I know, that one is quite a lot of people doesn't love doing so many other things.
Exactly.
And those are business opportunities.
Those are business opportunities. And they may not be so big.
Yes.
It could be service provision. It could be product provision. So you do for them. Look at the people who, on a Sunday,
yes,
those people don't go to church. They love sleeping. As they sleep, they want to read a newspaper. There's this young man who goes around our estate with a bike.
Yes.
He supplies those newspapers early in the morning.
Yes.
And then the person tells you, please don't even wake me up. Slide it under the door.
Yes.
That's a business. And remember, delivering those newspapers, the guy charges an extra 10 bob. That means if he delivers 200 newspapers,
yes,
the premium of 10 shillings, that's 2,000.
It's 2,000.
That means what I say, the business opportunities are all over. That's why last time we were talking about creativity. I always tell people that the people I mentor that you can even start business without even that 1,000. That's how I started my agency business, whereby I would visit people's car showrooms, and then I tell them I can be able to market this car. Maybe that 1,000 with the DK, you can use it as fare.
Yeah.
And then now with the new technology of social media,
yes,
within your Facebook, you can be able to tell people I am a car dealer. And you have no car. You are a car dealer because you can be able to know where the cars are, and you can deliver. I remember I used to pick cars, deliver to Eldoret, deliver to Nyeri, deliver to different areas, but they're not our cars. So you can be able to start something. You can also offer services, not necessarily to have that capital. You can offer services. The other day I was talking to a young man in our office and says, George, I want to sell properties at a money reach, the place of peace, at a commission. I asked him, where will you sell? He told me, I have a database of 8,000. I thought the young man was joking. So I told him, okay, fine. Once you sell one property, I'll be giving you this amount of money. Within a short time, the guy had already sold 2 plots.
Wow.
That means all what the young man required is to come to up to the 14th floor, talk to us, and agree to sell a money reach on behalf. So some of these things, you don't need to have products. You only need to know a person who have got the products, and you do it. I also see a lot of young people that I mentor on Facebook. There's a friend of mine who sells me shoes. He goes on his Facebook, and his Facebook is a shop. All men's shoes are there. And then when you order, he tells you, if I deliver within town, it's free. If I deliver in outside town, you pay some fees. That's what we are talking about. That opportunities are available with us. So if you are there, you are a graduate, and you are still looking for jobs, you have sent applications, please think of what you can do as a person so that you are able to generate some money. I have my own cousin who does designs. Just drawing. And then she charges you for drawing on it. She doesn't even print. Send you the design, and then you pay for it. Yes.
Number 4.
Number 4 is about reaching out and teach people what you are best at. You reach out, teach people, charge them. Look at the people who teach us how to play guitar. First of all, they are talented, but they teach people and they monetize that talent. Look at the athletes. They can run. They monetize their talents. Look at the people who do motivational speaking like Wachiuri. You talk to people, you charge them. Maybe you need to start charging these things. Let's talk.
No. If we charge this one, they can't. We are very expensive, and they should not hear.
Okay, fine. We will grow. No charges. It's free. So reach out and teach people, and then monetize. I look at a friend of mine who teaches people how to do karate, and the hall is full to capacity. So the talent that you have, that's why we said you don't need capital for you to do business. You can find out your passion, your creativity, and what you have, you can monetize that creativity. Like Abaka, who is in Netherlands, he's a fantastic writer. So he's doing a magazine. That magazine is giving him money. So it's from his talent, and then he's reaching out to Kenyans out there in the Netherlands and Europe, and he's generating resources from that.
So you should pick it from unlocking your creativity. Because now when you think about washing other people's clothes,
that's it.
That is, you start there. So you don't have to have money.
No. You don't have to have money because you are giving a service. It's like our point number 5. Turning your hobby into cash. What you like, your hobby, what you like doing, football, turn it into cash. The other day I was talking to young people in our church. They are practicing to join Harambee Stars. And we discussed it about 4 years ago. 2018, they have been shortlisted. First of all, they started as a hobby in Makandara, playing football here, and now they are shortlisted. That means the hobby that you do, you never know. Some people, I remember one time I really used to write, writing things, composition. And I turned that love of writing into books. So I've done 2 books. Now, those 2 books, they are giving us money. Of course, that money goes to the Opulent Foundation. That means you are out there. Maybe you have a very nice blog that you do. Convert that blog into a book. That book, put it in Amazon, it gives you money, or print it and sell to other people. So it's multiplying what you have. You multiply those kind of gifts that you have.
And hobby can be something that you like.
Something that you like, There are some people who just like reading. It's a hobby. Some other people just like swimming. That swimming, you can monetize it. You start going for competition, and you get your daily bread.
And if you love reading, for example, you can go in a Sunday school and read Bible stories to the kids.
Exactly. Maybe you like guitar. Some nowadays in Kenya today, there are churches who are hiring people to play guitars. So it's a hobby. You like it, and then it's giving you money. Yes.
Our today's topic: how to start a business in Kenya. And this you need to tell a friend to tune into this hashtag Ask Wachiuri to listen to this and hear this, because this is an eye-opening.
Wow.
Point number 6.
Let me say that point number 6. You can turn your employer to be a source of business. That's why I tell people that when you're leaving employment, don't burn bridges. You can be able to turn your employer to be a source of your business. You can leave Optiven today, and then you supply Optiven with the stationery. I used to work for a company called, an NGO called Lutheran World Federation. I worked for World Vision Somalia. I worked for UNICEF. I worked for International Organization for Migration, IOM. Every time I left, whether I'm resigning or I'm going for greener pastures, I ensure that my boss is happy, the staff are happy. And do you know, when I started business years later, I was supplying those organizations with stationery because I've done a stationery business.
Wow.
That means don't burn bridges where you are working.
You need to build them.
Build those bridges.
Like what is
because
happening?
you never know. You never know what happens. Because that's how you build networks. And out of networks, you create business out of those networks. Yes.
Someone maybe would want to ask, how did you make them happy? Give us a tip or a hint.
It's easy. If you are leaving your employer today, don't cause havoc. There are people when they are either entrenched, they do letters. They tell you, oh, you guys, I'm happy you have entrenched me, I had another job, you are not good people, and you abuse your employer. It should be the other way around. Dear so-and-so, the HR manager, Lutheran World Federation, I am so happy for the years I've worked with IOM, and I have learned a lot. That alone, that kind of feedback, even if you come to say hi to people, you'll be a celebrity.
Wow.
But most of us, wherever you have worked, you have burned bridges. And then remember, at some point I required UNICEF to do a recommendation. So I went back to my old boss, and then, it's Wachiuri, then the wife of the recommendation.
Wow.
So you can be able to turn your employer to be a source of business.
Wow.
And even transact with them. Yes.
And do great things as well.
Exactly.
Wow. Yes. We can go to the other point.
The other point, maybe the last point, is how to modify the existing products.
Wow.
You can look out there,
Yes.
modify the products that you have, people who are doing businesses, and once you modify, repackage them and resell. Look at Optiven. We came to an industry that was crowded. Everybody was selling properties. But we call our properties value-added plots. That means we modify. Today we are calling them transformed plots.
Wow.
That's why we are talking about properties that are health conscious. Green projects whereby you're putting solar. You can repackage the same products that you are selling today, and those particular products, you can sell them even at a premium. So it's a source of business. So don't just say there, say, hey, the market is congested.
Yes.
And by the way, there's no idea that is new idea. The market is congested. Look at telecom. When some of the companies came here, but one company was able to domineer the entire industry. You can be able to purchase an existing business. You can look around and purchase a business that may be struggling, and once you purchase it, number one, you take care of customers, because that business has customers. You have a database, you have a name, so you can buy an existing business. And then, what I've done personally, you can franchise. Because franchise is plug and play. You only need to pay some money, and then you plug in
And just play.
and just start business. And franchise don't have a lot of charities, because when you're starting a very new business, we call it baptism by fire. You know, I remember the time I started doing the first business. I was conned, real estate. But for franchise, you are sure that the system are there, the policies are there, you just plug in.
Play.
Yeah.
Are there challenges that maybe we need to touch on that you face when starting these businesses in Kenya?
Of course, Kenya is a growing economy, and I'm happy that a lot of people are coming to Kenya to start businesses. That's why we encourage our viewers that if you're out there, you can be able to start something. Even if you're not alone, you can partner with somebody to start something, so that don't wait for that white-collar job. Until it comes, you can be doing something. And I'm happy that the people that I've interacted with, I think this young generation, they are doing something.
Yes.
And the challenges will come, but when the challenges come, don't give up. Personally, I failed 15 times. You try this business, you fail. You try this partnership, you fail. So when you fail, it's a lesson. Don't give up. But there are some things that I can advise our viewers to do so that your business succeed. When you start a business, depend on teamwork, other people. You know, get people you can work together. If you have no capital to hire these people, you can be able to do a partnerships. You know, come together and join efforts together. But if you're already running a business, you can be able to hire a talent. And when you hire a talent, Don't hire people that you don't just hire people that you know, your relatives. Hire people that you can be able to mentor. Hire people that are skilled.
Yes.
Hire people that can be able to do the job even at the time you're not there. And of course, it goes for leadership. You know, every time people who are running businesses, don't be too harsh to people you're working with, employees.
Wow.
You know, be a leader.
Yes.
They say that leadership is about influence. Develop them so that they are better. By the time they are leaving the organization, they are better people than the time they join the organization.
Wow.
So once you develop them, they are also going to develop your business. And then finally, for your business to be successful, develop a relationship with the financier so that when you need working capital, you can be able to borrow these finances and develop your business. And also, very, very important is that finding the right people is not easy.
Finding the right people
is not easy. It's a challenge. But if you are there, you can be able to say, I'm looking for these particular skills. And once you do that, you find soaring like an eagle. Of course, delivering value to the customers, because customers require value. So when you have made the mistakes, let customers know.
Any parting shots?
I think government has a role to play.
Yes.
Because we are talking about 2.2 million SMEs or companies that have died for the last 5 years.
Yes.
And government can be able to do something. How can we inspire these people not to die? We can give tax exemptions. So when we see presumptive tax being introduced to Mama Boga, to people who call themselves householders, it's a bit paining, because this is a person who is going to sell mangoes to feed the children. And then when they go to apply for license, the government is demanding 15%. I think we need to request the government reconsider the issue of SME. And I'm happy when His Excellency the President said this year, 2019, he is going to look at the SMEs, the small person, the Wanjiko, to see that there are some packages that enable this small person to be able to access finances, to be able to be supported. When you see different county government wakibomoa vibanda za watu, they should be able to look for a public space. They give these entrepreneurs vibanda, because when you destroy somebody's business, maybe they have put their 20,000 there. What are you doing? This is the same person who pays your salary. So we need to rethink, and our policymakers need to rethink, and we are here to shape the opinion. And we do this wherever forums that we go, that we need to support our government to be able to support the SMEs, because these are the people who are going to provide jobs for our children, for the people in school. And once we do that, the same SMEs, they're going to be corporates. And then the country will keep developing. But if we kill them, it means we are actually killing our economy.
Sometime back, you had said, or you had suggested, or you were suggesting, that they can at least allow these companies to be registered for free for like a period of 3 years, and then after 3 years they start. There was that concept.
Yes, I have done this to different forums, whereby you give a new business 3 years tax-free. And then, of course, you keep your books. But once you are after 3 years, the government comes and checks the books, and then the fourth year you start now paying tax. That means these 3 years will be the years of growth.
Yes.
By the time you are fourth year, you already now have muscles, you have a backbone, and you can go to pay. I was encouraged by Rwandese, the government of Rwanda. His Excellency Kagame said, if you are doing manufacturing, you don't pay electricity. That means the produce done by Rwandese are going to be cheaper than Kenya. Today, even in Kenya, in the industrial area, the cost of power is killing. And these are suggestions we are giving our government, that if somebody is doing manufacturing, wave power, man, wave power, they produce more, because government does not need money from KPLC, because what the government does, the profit from KPLC is paid to the government. Why can't you forfeit that, give the manufacturers free power, and then manufacturers will make more money, they pay you 30%. So at the end of the day, all the industry, industrial area in Machakos, they produce more. And then instead of our people buying things from other countries, we can produce those things in Kenya. And once we do that, this country is a beautiful country. Kenyans are hardworking people. Our viewers are hardworking. We can be able to change the biggest East African economy to be a big economy. And I'm happy that the other day I saw our passport. You can access 72 countries. Maybe these countries are markets. Our people produce and sell their produce to these 72 countries that we can access without a visa. Yes.
Wow, I would love us to, we can now say, we instruct this, our digital guys, pick that part where government is being advised, and let's push also that agenda as well. That is, it's very key. And we'll be very happy to hear Optiven led by George Wachiuri. They are opinion shapers in this country. I will see you, and we should tell them,
we value you.
Let's meet next Friday. #AskWachiuri.
Asante sana. I value you.